Hello everyone. Welcome to this special listener Q&A. I'm so thrilled you're here with me today. My biggest joy in doing this podcast is knowing that even one aha moment or shift in perspective can truly change someone's day or just the trajectory of their whole life when it comes to intentional manifestation. That's why I love diving into your real questions like this. It lets me create those little magical moments where you feel heard, where you feel supported, and you can walk away with a quick win or a fresh insight that really sticks with you. We've got some raw, vulnerable questions today from you all to go over, and they get right to the heart of common struggles, and the answers might just spark something in you. Let's start with the first one. Hey, I've been scripting and visualizing every day for months, but nothing's changing. I'm starting to feel like maybe manifestation just doesn't work for some people. How do you know if you're one of those people or if you're just missing something? First, manifestation absolutely works for everyone. The difference is usually in the unseen layers: alignment, belief, and/or energy. And I did an episode on this in season 1, episode 23, that is specifically about tools and methods. So if you've been consistent for months and nothing's shifting, there's a deeper belief running the show here. Like, I can visualize all I want, but deep down, things never happen for me. Or I have to work really hard for everything. Or you just aren't using the tool that makes you believe it. A check-in here would be helpful. Like, how do you feel when you're done scripting and visualizing? Do you feel relieved and excited? Like it's already done, it's happening? Or are you feeling neutral and anxious, checking for signs, and maybe you're feeling a little desperate too? That emotional state is the real order you're putting in with the universe. Try this. Pause the technique for a week. Instead, focus on feeling good in your body. What feels good right now? Small wins, gratitude for what's already working, fun for no specific reason. Then ask yourself what this big desire is really about. The feeling underneath it. Often, when we stop forcing the how and tend to the root feeling, figuring out why we truly want something, things start moving again. Next question. I keep manifesting things that seem great at first, like a new job and relationship, but then they turn out to be toxic or not what I actually needed. Why does this happen, and how can I manifest things that are truly good for me in the long run? This is so common, and kudos to you because it sounds like you're manifesting quickly. The issue here is usually we're manifesting from the ego's idea of what I should want, or from a wounded place like, this will finally prove I'm worthy, rather than from our aligned whole self. Those almost right manifestations are like training wheels. They mirror back the vibration you were in when you called that thing in. If there was an energy of lack or unworthiness or I'll be happy when, the universe delivers a match that eventually shows you where healing is needed. To shift this, before focusing on your next desire, get curious about the pattern. Ask, what feeling was I chasing with this past manifestation? Then do some inner work and give yourself that feeling now. Safety, love, respect, whatever it is. I've done a few episodes on these topics. If it's self-love or worthiness coming up, season 2, episode 3 dives into that. And if you're feeling totally unclear on what you even want anymore, episode 5, season 2 will help you get crystal clear. And when you manifest from a place of already feeling whole, you attract versions that are sustainable and truly nourishing. It's less about perfecting the technique and more about becoming the version of you who already has everything you desire. Okay, next question. Whenever I try to manifest money, I feel this huge wave of guilt, like I'm being greedy or superficial. How do you release that shame around wanting abundance, especially when you grew up hearing money is the root of all evil. Okay, this one hits deep for many of us. First, let's correct the quote. It's the love of money is the root of all evil, meaning obsession or worshiping it, not having it or wanting it. Guilt and shame around money are usually inherited stories, not truths. If your parents had issues with money, you probably do too. Even if you're stable, you might still be wired to stress about it. And wanting abundance isn't greed, it's natural. Money is neutral energy that simply amplifies your ability to live, create, give, and experience more of life. Here's a practical way to start unwinding the shame. Get curious about what having more money would actually allow. Sit quietly and finish this sentence over and over. If I had financial abundance, I could blank. Let yourself go. Run with it. Help your family. Travel without stress. Fund your passions. Donate to charities. Feel secure. Create art. Whatever comes up. Write it all down without judging it. Then notice, how does your body feel when you read that list? Let yourself feel excitement, relief, or the joy of those possibilities. You're training your nervous system to associate money with positive impact and freedom rather than greed. Another thing you can do is to start normalizing abundance by exposing yourself to stories of people who have money and use it well. Generous entrepreneurs, philanthropists, artists who live comfortably. Remind yourself there are countless examples of good people with money out there, and I can be one of them. Over time, this rewires the rich equals bad programming and makes space for you to receive without an emotional backlash. The guilt will soften over time as you keep proving to yourself through feeling and evidence that wanting ease and abundance doesn't make you superficial. It makes you human and ready to do more good in the world. Next question. I'm terrified of manifesting the wrong thing and getting stuck with it forever. Like, what if I manifest a partner and realize years later they weren't right? How do you trust yourself enough to go all in on a desire without that fear holding you back? Well, this fear is totally reasonable. Sometimes when manifesting a person, it feels like manifestation is a tattoo when really it's more like a flowing river. Nothing you manifest is ever stuck forever. You are always manifesting every single moment based on who you are and what you believe right now. If you grow and change your mind, your manifestations change too. People leave jobs they thought were once their dream. I did that this year. Relationships end and better ones begin. People sell their dream home and move across the country. It's all part of the flow. Another way I love to think about it is your manifestations are like a favorite playlist. At one point, you had endless songs that were perfect for you. It was exactly what you wanted and needed. And later, your taste evolved and you swapped it out for something that fits this new version of you, something that makes you feel alive, like those old songs did. And you don't beat yourself up for loving that playlist back then. You just curate a new one. And the fear of being wrong usually comes from thinking there's only one right path or only one right person. But life isn't rigid. Every manifestation is the perfect match for who you were when you called it in. And it either keeps evolving or it teaches you what to desire next, also known as seeing contrast. To trust yourself more, focus on manifesting the feeling and qualities, not the exact form. Instead of this specific person, try a relationship that feels like home, growth, respect, and joy, or anything that you want in your relationship. Then take inspired action without attachment to the container of it all. And when you go all in from a place of trust rather than desperation, you naturally course correct if something no longer fits, because your vibration will shift and so will what shows up. Last question. How do you recognize when you're manifesting something because it's truly aligned versus because it's what you've been taught to want or believe will make you successful or whole? It's hard to separate conditioning, familiarity, and outside pressure and truly see what is right. Tips? This question is gold. I mean, this is one that trips up so many of us because we can actually manifest the thing we've been told we're supposed to want and just feel hollow and empty. And the simplest way I've found to tell the difference is to notice what happens in your body when you picture already living in that state. When something is truly aligned, when it's coming from your own soul instead of this script you've inherited, your body will say yes. It will feel great. It'll be like a mix of relief and joy. But when it's coming from a place of conditioning about proving something or finally feeling enough, the body tightens up. It clenches. It's like, no, even though your mind is saying, this is right. Yes, yes, your body will give you clear signs that this is not it. So try this little experiment next time you're not sure. Close your eyes and imagine you already have this thing, whatever it is. Now pretend nobody else in the world will ever know about it. No recognition, no validation, no Instagram post, just you quietly living it every single day. Sit with that for a minute and notice what stays with you. If the good feeling drains away and you're left thinking, yeah, but then what? It's probably more about external approval than your true desire. If you feel like you're glowing and there's this feeling of, I would just love it because it feels like me, then you're onto something real. Another question that I love to ask myself, and it's super simple, is if I knew deep in my bones that I was already whole and worthy and lovable exactly as I am right now, would I still choose this? The desires that stick around after that question are almost always the aligned ones, and the others tend to fade when you take away the job of completing you. This isn't about judging yourself for wanting things that might be conditioned. We all have layers of that. It's just about getting curious and gentle with yourself and giving yourself grace. Journal about it. Talk out loud about it. Keep checking in with your body instead of your head. The more you practice, the louder your own voice gets and the quieter the old programming becomes. You're already doing the work by asking the question. Trust that. The right desires, the ones that actually light you up from the inside, will start feeling unmistakable over time. Okay, that's a wrap on today's Q&A. I love how your questions make these episodes feel like we're all just sitting around talking this stuff out together. I want to do a few more episodes that are nothing but your stuck spots coming up. Like, you tell me exactly where you're feeling stuck right now. In a desire, some belief keeps tripping you up, you're in a situation that feels messy, I'll cover it, break it down, and give you tools to get unstuck. So if something came up for you today while you were listening, or there's something you've been carrying around for a while, just send it my way. Text me, email me. You can find that in the description, as always. That info is there. Tell me as much or as little as you want. I read every single one myself, and if you want a shout out, be sure to include your name. Seriously, don't overthink it. The more of you who share, the better these episodes get for all of us. And that's it for me today. Keep noticing how you feel, keep trusting your intuition, and know you're already on the way to the version of you who has everything they desire. Until next time.